"Change the sheets! It's impossible to sleep after Henri has been on them," Queen Marguerite of Valois complained. The queen's married life began with disappointment. She did not love her husband, and his smell left much to be desired. Nostradamus predicted the end of the French Valois dynasty, and its last representative was to be Catherine de' Medici's sixth daughter, Marguerite, who went down in history as Queen Margot. The fate of this woman, filled with love and drama, inspired Alexandre Dumas. Marguerite of Valois was born on May 14, 1553, at the Château de Saint-Germain-en-Laye. From childhood, she was surrounded by her mother's attention and received an excellent education. The young princess showed remarkable intellectual abilities, learning several languages. Marguerite's beauty, her thick chestnut hair, expressive eyes, and delicate facial features, matched the ideals of her era. From an early age, Marguerite demonstrated impeccable taste in clothing. Catherine de' Medici asserted that it was not her daughter who should follow fashion, but fashion that should follow her. The young princess always chose bright and sophisticated outfits, impressing those around her with her elegance and ability to combine fabrics and jewelry. Her looks often set the standard for style at the French court. However, Margot had a challenging personality. Her stubbornness and desire to act contrary to others often caused conflicts with her mother. For example, she categorically refused to wear certain dresses, deeming them insufficiently fashionable or comfortable, much to Catherine's displeasure. At 17, Marguerite shocked the court. She fell in love with Henri de Guise, a member of her family's sworn enemies. Henri was one of the most prominent figures of his time, charming, ambitious, and a skilled diplomat. Their romance began with secret meetings where they exchanged letters and gifts. However, this union was doomed to fail. Catherine de' Medici, upon learning of the affair, decided to intervene personally. She made an unexpected visit to Marguerite, catching her with Henri. The ensuing scandal led to an immediate breakup. Henri de Guise was forced to leave the court, and Marguerite, according to legend, kept his portrait and a jewel he gave her as a farewell gift for a long time. Catherine planned to marry Marguerite advantageously. Among the potential suitors were King Philip II of Spain and the heir to the Portuguese throne. However, all negotiations ended in failure. Ultimately, the choice fell on Henri of Navarre, who was to become a symbol of reconciliation between Catholics and Protestants. Despite their apparent compatibility and youth, Marguerite opposed marrying the Huguenot Henri of Navarre, a French Protestant and member of the influential Bourbon dynasty. However, she dared not defy her mother. The wedding of Henri and Marguerite took place in 1572. Marguerite openly displayed her dissatisfaction and even did not respond to the priest's question about consent to the marriage. Her brother Charles IX forced her to nod in agreement. The wedding ceremony took place against a backdrop of political tension, foreshadowing tragedy. The couple's first night only emphasized their mutual dislike. Marguerite complained about Henri's stench, known for his lack of hygiene. This flaw was noted even by his mistresses. Queen Margot had to regularly change the bedsheets. The wedding became a prelude to tragedy. By Catherine de' Medici's order, the St. Bartholomew's Day Massacre began, a bloody event that occurred on the night of August 23, 1572 in Paris. It started with the murder of Huguenot leaders at Catherine's command and quickly escalated into the mass slaughter of Protestants throughout the city. Over 3,000 people were killed in the tragedy. Henri of Navarre, being a Huguenot, escaped death thanks to his status and agreed to temporarily convert to Catholicism to save his life. This event became one of the most brutal chapters of the French Wars of Religion. Marguerite saved one of the Protestants by hiding him in her bedroom. Although Marguerite formally remained Henri's wife, she did not hide her affairs. Among her lovers was Joseph Boniface de la Mole, a French nobleman known for his wit and refined manners. La Mole was devoted to Marguerite and took part in complex court intrigues. His fate was tragic. He was accused of conspiring against King Charles IX and executed in 1574. Legend has it that Marguerite kept her lover's head in a jewel-adorned casket, symbolizing her eternal sorrow for her lost love. Scandals and intrigues forced Henri III, King of France and Marguerite's brother, to imprison her in the Château d'Usson, a grim fortress that became her involuntary home for many years. However, her spirit remained unbroken. In this exile, she established a court reminiscent of a miniature royal palace, hosting lavish balls and surrounding herself with select company. Even under such conditions, Marguerite did not lose her taste for luxury. Her quarters were decorated with expensive fabrics and artwork she carefully chose. Moreover, despite the restrictions, she actively corresponded with influential people of the time, maintaining her influence at the French court. After the death of Henri III, King of France, and the last representative of the Valois dynasty, the throne passed to Henri of Navarre. His accession marked the beginning of the Bourbon dynasty's rule, which changed the course of French history. Henri IV became the first king of this lineage, known for his political wisdom and reconciliation of Catholics and Protestants. His marriage to Marguerite ended in divorce, allowing Henri to enter a new union and secure the dynasty's future. Marguerite returned to Paris in 1605. Although age and illness had taken a toll on her appearance, she continued to enjoy life. Her home frequently hosted poets, philosophers, and musicians, and she actively patronized the arts. Despite her scandalous reputation, Marguerite earned respect for her sharp mind and ability to engage in refined conversation. She also engaged in charitable work, helping the poor and sick, which bolstered her standing in society. Her independence and striving for freedom made her a symbol of a strong and free-spirited woman. Marguerite de Valois passed away on March 27, 1615, leaving behind a legacy of a brilliant and dramatic era. Her life is a tale of love, power, and a quest for freedom that continues to captivate historians and readers. Subscribe to the channel, leave comments, and share your thoughts on the fascinating events of history. See you in the next video.